Today, I am going to give you a lecture from the subject Human Resource Management. The resources of any enterprise would be classified into three types, namely humanware, ergoware, and infoware. Humanware refers to all employees working in the organization. It includes workers and administrative staff. Ergoware means the physical resources of an organization. These are visible in nature. For example, land and building, machineries, etc. Whereas we could not see the physical framework of info resources. These are in the form of knowledge, skill, and technology. However, the success of any organization depending upon the extent to which these resources are employed. Of the all resources, human resource is the most important resource that is essentially needed to move the wheels of economic activity of an enterprise, be it private, public, or cooperative. Therefore, human resources become essentially a strategic asset. The management of human resources is not an easy job like management of other resources, because human resource is a living thing. It has emotions, feelings, and all senses. Therefore, the management of human resources must be carefully carried out in the present day organizations. What actually the human resource management? Human resource management is an integral part of management which is responsible for procurement, development, compensation, performance appraisal, maintenance, integration, and separation of human resources to the end that individuals and organizational objectives are accomplished. Now, we will discuss about the major differences between the human resource management and personal management from different dimensions. The first difference is on the basis of dependency. Personal management is independent function. Of course, all the decisions in the personal department is taken by the personal manager alone, whereas human resource management is dependent function. All the decisions in the human resource management are taken with the consultation of other functional areas. The second difference is on the basis of sub-functions. Both the human resource management and the personal management have set of sub-functions. For example, wage administration, human resource development, performance appraisals, etc. In the case of personal management, the sub-functions is not interlinked with the other functional areas of the enterprise, whereas all the sub-functions of the human resource management is interlinked with the other department. As far as the role is concerned, the personal management role is coping role. It aims at solving the problems of the members only, but the role of human resource management is proacting role. It aims at developing the capabilities and the competencies of the employees. Regarding the responsibility, the personal manager is only the responsible person for the entire personal affairs of the organization. In the case of human resource manager, it is shared by all the functional managers. The personal manager focuses his attention only on the personal matters of the organization, but the human resource manager is not like that. He focuses his attention on human resource matters as well as the development of employees. The style of approach is also one of the criteria to differentiate personal management and human resource management. The personal management follows the bureaucratic model. Whether the person is A or B, they have to obey the rules and regulations of the organization. In the case of human resource management, they follows humanitarian approach. Nowadays it is called as participative style. Whatever they want to take decision, the workers will be consulted in the organization which follows human resource management. Because of the rule centered, there is no scope for flexibility in personal management. In the case of human resource management, there is a wide scope for flexibility. Basically, the personal administration is a centralized one. All the decisions will be taken by the personnel manager alone, whereas the human resource management is not a centralized one, it is a decentralized one. Regarding the span of control, span of control means how many people effectively can be controlled by a superior. In the case of personnel management, the personnel manager can control only a limited number of people, whereas in human resource management, unlimited people, because there is a human being approach. The next difference is on the basis of the formalness. Personnel management is a formal organization. In the case of human resource management, it is a informal organization. Small groups and informal groups will be functioning more. In short, the personnel management is a sunset concept. I mean, it is a traditional concept, whereas human resource management is a sunrise concept. It is a modern concept. Of course, in all modern organizations, the human resource functions are exercised. Now, we will discuss about the importance of human resource management. The human resource management plays an important role in the present day organization. The importance can be discussed under different heads. The first one is optimum utilization of human resources. Human resource management ensures optimum utilization of human resources, because with the help of human resource planning, the future manpower needs in quantity as well as the quantity can be determined. Therefore, the overstaffing and the understaffing problems could be avoided to a greater extent. The next importance is individual and group development. Human resource management ensure individuals as well as group development by offering various training facilities, job evaluation, transfers and retraining facilities. The development of both the individual as well as the groups is very, very important. Then only we can sustain the competitive advantage in the business scenario. The next importance is human relations. Human relations is one of the most important factor for determining the success of the business enterprises. There should be a relations among the employees, between management and employees, between employer and employer. The human resource management ensures conducive environment for creating a cordial relationship between employees and management. In this aspect, we can say the human resource management is an important one. Integration of individuals and groups. The co-efforts is essential for achieving the organizational objectives, because the employees are belonging from different heterogeneous groups. For example, sex-wise, educational background-wise, economic background-wise, the employees are differed, so that their efforts is to be coordinated, desirable working relationship. Human resource management helps in establishing and maintenance of desirable working relationship in the organization. The working relationship is essential for smooth functioning of any business enterprises. Therefore, the human resource manager must analyze all the ways to establish a cordial relationship among various groups as well as individuals in the organization. Recognition of employees' needs. Recognition of employees' needs is the half the way for solving the problem of employees. The human resource management recognizes and satisfies the employees' needs by offering equitable remuneration and social and economic security in the form of monetary compensation. The next importance is high morale and better human relations. Morale means the positive attitude of employees towards the organization. When the employees is fulfilled with all their demands, they will have a positive opinion towards the organization. The consequences will be better industry relations as well as human relations. Now, we will discuss about the functions of human resource management. Dear students, the functions of the human resource management could be classified into three types, namely managerial functions, operative functions and advisory functions. First, we will discuss about managerial functions. The human resource manager is basically an executive of the organization. Being an executive, he performs various functions, namely human resource planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. Human resource planning is the process of pre-deciding the future manpower needs in quantity as well as quality. The human resource manager determines the future manpower requirements. Therefore, the overstaffing and the understaffing problems in future could be avoided with the help of the human resource planning. The next function is organizing function. There are different opinions about the organizing function. According to some scholars, organization refers to an enterprise. The opinion of few scholars is organization is a function. The third opinion about the organizing function is it is a system. Whatever be the different concept about the organization function, here organizing function refers to matching function. Broadly, we can classify the enterprise's resources into human resources and non-human resources. The human resource manager matches both the human resource function and non-human resource function. The third function is directing. The employees are belonging from different heterogeneous group. In order to achieve the organizational objective, we should coordinate and direct the entire employees of the organization. The human resource manager directs all the people to achieve the organizational objectives by way of motivating, communicating, and supervising them. The last function is controlling. We should not mean that controlling is a penalizing measure. We can classify the workers into three types: outstanding workers, moderate workers, and poor performed workers. When the outstanding workers performed better, we should motivate them. When the moderate worker perform according to his workload, he should be maintained and sustained. When an employee perform low productivity, he should be penalized. So the controlling function consisting of the three: appreciating the people, maintaining the people, and penalizing the people. Operative functions. Operative functions are routine in nature. Every day, frequently, the human resource manager performs various routine functions or operative functions. Under operative functions, there are so many sub-functions. The first one is procurement. Right man for the right job. It is not only the principle. The success of the organization, its effectiveness and efficiency is highly determined by the procurement function. Therefore, the human resource manager identifies different sources for recruiting the people and follows a systematic way to appoint these people. The next function is called as development. Even though the workers are experienced, our organization is new to them. Therefore, the workers should be trained up with our methods as well as the policies of the organization. The human resource manager offering various training and development facilities through on-the-job training as well as off-the-job training. The training is essential for increasing the efficiency of the organizations in competitive situations. Next function is called as compensation. Why the employees are coming to the organization is for getting wages and salaries. Therefore, with the help of the good wages only, we can procure right people. While fixing the compensation, the human resource manager has to consider various factors. For example, cost of living, compensation paid by the competitors, price level, efficiency of the people, financial soundness of the organizations, like various factors is to be considered. Integration function. Integration function is nothing but establishing the coordination between various individuals, group, as well as departments in the organization. The organization has only one objective at a time, but the people coming into the organization has different objectives. In order to achieve the organizational objectives, the efforts of these people must be directed and streamlined. The human resource manager integrates the efforts of various individuals to achieve organizational objectives. The next function is maintenance function. It refers to the maintenance of discipline. Maintenance of discipline is very, very important one. Whether the person is A or B, the human resource manager must exercise the equity principle. Then only he can avoid the groupism in the organization. The discipline is very, very important functions in the organization. The next function of the human resource manager is separation function. This function is just opposite to the recruitment function. In recruitment, we are receiving the employees. In the case of separation functions, we are losing the employees by different ways. When the employees are leaving from the organization, their accounts should be settled. For example, the human resource manager has to settle the gratuity, pension, other such retirement benefits. Industry relations. Industry relations is essential for the smooth functioning of the enterprises. In the case of public sector enterprises, because of the poor industry relations, they faced so many problems in India. The industry relations is essential for maximizing the productivity of an enterprise and also for the happiness of employees. Important function of the human resource management is personal record research and audit. The human resource manager has to maintain the service register for every employee, stating the date of appointment, various awards received by the employees, promotion of employees, etc. In addition to that, the human resource manager performs the advisory functions to various peoples, advises to top management and advises to various departmental heads. Whenever the top management asks some advices, means it is the responsibility of the human resource manager to advise them. Now, we will discuss about the issues and challenges of human resource management. The global economic scenario is undergoing a basic structural change affecting all walks of life. These have telling implications in the design of recruitment and selection, training and development, compensation, performance appraisal, employee discipline, promotion, transfers, etc. Therefore, the human resource managers of the future shall have to face so many problems. Now, we would like to discuss the important problems that might be faced by the human resource managers. The first and foremost challenge of the human resource manager is increasing size of workforce. When the workforce size is increased, it creates so many problems to a human resource manager because it leads to groupism and a difference of opinion in the working organization. The human resource manager in a position that to manage all these things. The second challenge of the human resource manager is increase in educational level. The governments of various countries are taking efforts to eradicate illiteracy and increase educational level of their children. The educated workers and the consumers will create a very tough task to the future human resource managers. The human resource manager have to handle the educated workers in more care. Technological advancement. Though the technological advancement benefits the organization, it creates some problems to the people working in the organization. For example, because of the technological advancement, the prevalent skill of the employees will be outdated one. The human resource manager has to train their employees at a periodical interval or whenever the technological advancement took place. Changing political environment. The government intervention in business to safeguard the interest of the people, public and consumer are at a large. The government is watching whether the organization is protecting the interest of the people or not. The human resource manager have to comply with the various laws as enacted by the government. Increasing aspirations of employees. Because of increase in educational levels, awareness about various labor laws, the demands of employees are increasing every day. As compared with his counterpart of 1950, today the demands of the employees is at a higher level. Therefore, the human resource manager is required to identify various strategies to satisfy the needs of the employees. Changing psychological system. The modern organizations were followed bureaucratic model. At present, as well as in future, organization has to follow the effective participation in management. The other challenges of the human resource management are changes in information system, changes in human relations, changes in legal environment, etc. To cope up these challenges, the human resource manager has to equip himself as well as make such efforts to meet out these crises. Thank you.